Each week at about 10 to 7, we are going to be spending some time with Emily from Real Vision for a little feature we're going to be calling Film Focus. She's going to be popping up telling us about what's going on the Isle of Man film-wise and also about what Real Vision have been up to that week. You might recognise the name. They used to sponsor Saturday Night Live and they're still going to be looking after filming the sessions for us. But we thought we get on so well with Emily, we want her to show up every week. So, welcome to the premiere of Film Focus. Emily Cook, how are you?
Hello, I'm very good, thank you very much. How are you, Ashlea?
I'm really well, thanks. All the better for seeing you. So people probably recognise the name, like I say, but for those who aren't sure about what Real Vision do, fill us in quickly.
Basically, Real Vision is a video marketing company based here on the Isle of Man, and we offer creative solutions to businesses and individuals who want to promote themselves.
So tell us about some of the projects that you've been involved in your time, because you've been around for about 2 years now?
Yes, about 2 years on island. I did training in London and Norwich at Technicolor and the BBC and Virgin Media and a few other places to kind of get experience. But then I moved back here. I am Manx, and I decided to set up Real Vision. And since then, it's been going from strength to strength, and I've had the benefit of working with some really talented creative people on the island.
One of my favourite videos of yours, that's probably one of the most recent ones, was Ainsley Harriott at the Food and Drink Festival. But that's just one of the many videos that you've shot in your time. You were also involved in the closing ceremony of the Commonwealth Youth Games last year, weren't you?
Yes, that was amazing, the closing ceremony. I did some interviews with the athletes who took part, such amazing young people. I mean, they're all available on my YouTube and Vimeo channel if anyone wants to watch them.
We'll put links to them on the Saturday Night Live Facebook page.
Ah, lovely. And yes, interviewing Ainsley Harriott, what a delightful man. He was full of the joys of spring, even though it was September.
Yeah.
But he was happy as anything, and that was such a lovely interview to do. And the year before, I interviewed James Martin,
Hanging out with all the celeb chefs.
Yes, well, that's how we roll. No.
That's how we casserole.
Excellent. Very well done.
Thank you. Different interview, though, yeah?
He was completely different. It's really interesting because you have to, as you know, change your interview style for the kind of person that you're speaking to.
And the list goes on and on and on, doesn't it?
The actor from Shameless, Kieran Griffin, so many people. And recently, I've been helping Dave Armstrong and Christy DeHaven. They hired me as a producer for them on the island for Dam Productions to create a promotional film for the Arts Council based on the culture on the Isle of Man. So in doing that, I was able to interview some of the amazing talent we have out there, whether it's a ballerina, whether it's opera singers, whether it's young actor of man, so many people.
And for all of Emily's sort of back catalogue of work, you can go to realvision.net, can't you, to see a kind of
Real
body
Vision
of work.
with 2 E's.
That's it, yes. We talked about this a lot, but it's REEL and then Vision. Real Vision. You're going to be coming up and telling us about what's happening on the island film-wise each week as well. But for the inaugural Film Focus, we decided to go one better. You've brought a guest up. Bev Lawley joins us. She's behind Exile, the casting agency on the Isle of Man. So, Bev, do you want to tell us a little bit about Exile and what you guys do?
Exile is the casting agency on the island. We supply supporting artists and film extras to the productions that come onto the island for films, dramas and commercials as well. And
you've recently been involved in the filming of Belle, haven't you?
That's right, yes.
Did you source all of the extras for the island, I suppose?
We did. The majority of them. They did bring 2 or 3 people over from the UK for specific parts, and they brought horses over as well. One of them being one of the war horses in the film War Horse. But no, we supplied, I think it was nearly 200 extras for that shoot. And
how do you go about sourcing 200 people and, sorting costumes and all that sort of stuff? It must be a mighty task.
It is. It's a horrendous task, very difficult, but we have some great people on our books who we've had on there for many years. And then each time we have a big production like this, we always do another casting as well and refresh our books with other people.
What other films have you been involved in that we might recognise the name of?
The Libertine with Johnny Depp. We did Revolver with Guy Ritchie. We've done...
I love the name drops. Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, Ritchie. Yes. That was our first film that we did. That was A Baptism of Fire. That was a huge period drama as well. We've also done The Dark with Sean Bean. We've done Ashes with Ray Winston. We did The Shadow Line, which was a TV drama, which was fantastic. I think we've done about 30 productions in total. And
would you say that you guys are the first port of call when there is a film company approaching the island, when they need, say, 200 extras? Do they just give you a ring and know that you can sort it out for them?
Yes, and because we've done so many now, we are known now in London, so that they sort of, go to Isle of Man Film and then give me a call, and we just get whoever that they require.
So if anyone's interested then, Bev, in getting involved, they've seen or heard about the productions, how would we go about approaching you, and how would they be chosen as the right person for the role?
They need to go on my website, which is exile.com, ex-isle.com, and they can register, and they need to upload 2 photographs, a clear headshot and a full length shot. We don't want any snapshots because they just don't work. And when a film comes in, if they are suitable for that role, then we will give them a ring, and if they're available, then they will get the part.
Great stuff. Up next, we're going to talk about the biggest movie release of the week. But before that, we'll hear the theme tune. This is Adele's Skyfall from the latest James Bond movie, which was out yesterday. I just love the strings on that track. It's the theme song from the latest James Bond movie. It's Adele and Skyfall. And this week's one to watch. It's been everywhere, Emily, hasn't it? It's a huge deal.
It has. They've done a huge amount of promotion. Basically, you can divide the people who are going to hear about James Bond into 2 categories. The people who think it's been out for ages because of all the promotion, and the people who know it's just coming out, so they'll go and see it. I always like to see the 12-foot Daniel Craig on a bus go past. Always brightens my day.
Well, of course, the last time we saw him, he was jumping out of a helicopter with the Queen, wasn't he?
He was.
What's he been up to now? Tell us a little bit about what the film's about. I know they're not giving much away, are they? They're pretty much saying you just got to go and see it.
Yes, well, our favourite Judi Dench, who plays M, her past comes back to haunt her, and Bond's loyalty is tested. MI6 comes under attack, and 007 must track down and destroy the threat, no matter how much the personal cost.
Oh, it sounds exciting.
It does sound exciting.
I'm hearing rumours that it is the best James Bond film ever. Is that a huge statement? I mean, should people even be saying that before the film has been released?
The Guardian's box office expert, Charles Grant, has predicted that the film will top Casino Royale to become the highest grossing Bond film in the UK box office.
Whoa.
So these are big claims that they're making. Although Skyfall actually had a lower budget than Quantum of Solace and Casino Royale, because MGM collapsed during the process of producing Skyfall. So it was halted for kind of a year. They were due to be shooting it in 2010, and then they shot it in 2011. So things were held up, smaller budget, but everyone's heralding it as really, really big and a great.
Have you got it
film.
booked yet? Are you going to go to the cinema and see it?
I'm definitely going to go to the cinema and see it. It's going to be on, in terms of the Isle of Man, it's on at the Palace Cinema.
I imagine it'd be difficult to get your hands on a pair of tickets around now. Maybe give it a week.
I think it will be here a while.
Yeah.
That would definitely be my one to watch.
So you're going to be joining us next week again, aren't you? Keeping us up to date with what's going on in Real Vision's world. Real Vision, of course, is spelt with 2 E's. Go to realvision.net to find out more. Like we said earlier on, you probably recognise the name Emily because she comes up quite a lot when we're talking about our sessions, because she very kindly films the tracks for us. We've got a real goodie next week from Ian Thompson. Looking forward to playing those out for you. But I'd like for you to cast your mind back, if you will, and remember your favourite session and pick a song for us, and we'll reshare the video on our Facebook page. So of all the sessions we've done, which we've done a few now, who would be your favourite and which track in particular?
Oh, it's a very hard one to choose from because we have had so many great acts performing up here. I would have to say probably Teresa McNulty. She has such kind of passion and raw energy, and for someone so young, she's just an absolute delight to watch perform and hear perform. And she had a little
ukulele,
yes, which she played, which was really fun, and made you really feel good. All of the songs that she did,
and it was in the height of summer, wasn't it? So it was perfect timing. It felt really summery. So which track in particular would you like to go for?
My favourite track that she did for us would have to be "Woman Let It Be." Just so upbeat and really cool how she changes from a Bob Marley song into a Beatles song.
Great. Okay, so let's hear it then. Thanks very much for popping up. We'll see you again next week for the second film focus, but we're going to have a listen back to Emily's favourite track from the sessions so far. This is Teresa McNulty on Saturday Night Live, and this is Woman Let It Be.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary